Metro 2033, or more specifically Metro 2033 Redux, the remake of the game that came out a few years back, is a horror shooter based on the book series that you can just see right here. It's just right here. It's not as bad as Adam and Eve reading the Bible in Nier Automata, but the fact that it's just right on the table as soon as you start up the game is kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I thought this game was supposed to be an RPG. I believe it's made by former developers of Stalker, which is why I thought that it would be a little bit closer to that. But I guess this is actually a closer to the newer Resident Evil games or Dead Space. You know, sort of survival horror, but more of a horror-themed shooter than actually being horror itself. So it is going to be interesting because, of course, you know, me and shooters just entirely. Okay, since this is the remake, they have a more similar to more of the sequel style of gameplay, but I'm gonna go with the original. I have not played either, so I am totally okay with just getting the normal experience, especially with the normal difficulty here. Because no. I do not want to rewrite anything. I just wanted to see. Oh boy. Already saying watch the ammo and filter supplies and first-person shooters. I mean, after playing, I don't know, a ton of Risk of Rain 2, and actually very recently, in the past day, I played through Dead Space as part of my effort to get through all the games that I have on Steam. So I should be at least somewhat more prepared, but
to fight our way through whatever nightmares
when they're actually asking me to conserve ammo and really think about how I'm doing stuff,
at the end.
I'd actually rather go on like an easy mode, if anything, but this is about as good as I'm going to be doing.
Will to see it through.
So prologue, which I believe is probably taking place at the end of the game. Metro being all about a post-apocalyptic world taking place in the far-off future of 11 years from now. After a nuclear war, everybody living in the tunnels, the subway tunnels of Moscow, where apparently spiders have just completely taken over, judging by the amount of cobwebs. Going up to the surface would probably be ill-advised, unless something you absolutely need to do. Well, hey, if nothing else, that means that I got the good guns right now, which I'm definitely not going to be starting the game with. I also don't have to worry about ammo. Just, you know, in general. WASD around here. That's good stuff. Oh. And, all right. I didn't think it would actually let me fall off of there. Yeah. But, all right. Whoops. It's probably your standard sort of E to interact, R to reload, shift to run, control to crouch. Just because I haven't played a whole lot of these games doesn't mean that I don't know how they work. Well, anyway, look, let's just see what's happening here. Don't. Yeah, it's quite scary. Probably should not. Wait, do I start out with no bullets? Okay, yeah, sure. Sure. Stalker, you know, speaking of that game, is a game that I was sort of interested in playing at some point in time on the channel. I've watched a few different people play mods of it and everything, and it definitely seems. I like the world that exists, certainly. However, you know, shooters and especially survival shooters like that, I feel like I'm not really going to be very good at. Maybe if I really enjoy going through this game. Because I've played a little bit so far. It's been pretty good. It's like I might go and look at that a little bit more. Wait, is there anything in here? First, before I'm doing platforming. Slowly rotating industrial fans. No, but this is definitely... Like, are you looking at this sort of game? This is definitely the sort of game that is going to be very, very slow rotating industrial fan themed. And after just playing through, Dead Space, it's like that game also very similar. Yeah. Oh, is it because it's broken? I replaced my gas mask. Okay. Yeah, this game I want to say is going to be very similar in that way, where it's going to have slowly rotating industrial fan aesthetic all over the place. Dead Space, every single one of the necromorphs always came out of the vent system, so you know, there were hundreds of slowly rotating industrial fans. Every single time anybody popped out, it was doing that. Then again, it is supposed to be subways. How many fans are down in the subway tunnels? Nope. Oh yeah, and if I didn't grab that, then I would have had one huge, like, shattered glass or, well, shattered plastic type of, yeah. Right, I didn't start out with bullets. Shattered glass type of aesthetic in front of me. Word of the day is apparently aesthetic. Okay. Those bats? Or some sort of, like, mutant bats. I don't know. I still feel like I want to conserve the ammo even though this is the prologue. It does not matter at all. Yeah. Can't even tell what these things are. Flesh monsters, I guess. Mutants, etc. And so giant rats. They actually appear to be dog-sized rats, judging by the tails. Okay. I really should just run out of ammo and make sure that there's nobody around me before I start to reload. But, you know, kind of twitchy here. Just one second. I just want to take a look here real quick. Yeah, dogs or rats, I'm not entirely sure. I am not familiar with the Metro universe at all, aside from just knowing the basic premise of it. And yeah, former Stalker developer, so I know it has that sort of aesthetic. It really is aesthetic, isn't it? Oh, I was thinking.
Come in, Wyman. Come in.
Oh man, lens flare every single time. It's like I thought it was shooting like a beam of light down to the floor for a second.
Well, that's affirmative. We've made contact. They should be in the vicinity of the tower now. Over. Roger. We'll contact you again when we're at the top of the tower. Get a fix on our location then. Over.
Let's go. The other should already be here.
Yep, that is one tower, absolutely. Okay, I feel at least a little bit safer knowing that there's a turret-mounted gun over there. Please tell me I'm not going to have to use it. Then again, I feel like the... Hey.
Did you hear that? Listen. What the hell is it? Form a circle.
Stay calm. Watch your backs, boys. Okay. Looks it's gonna be tougher than the mine area.
Look forward to that one later on. Swap the filter? What does that do? Oh, for the... Okay, got it. A little bit too slow on the mark type of thing. Medkit Q. Okay, at least that's a nice and fast to use for heals and everything. So when I am inevitably going through those like a candy, then I will. Oh, I'm just totally out of. Well, hey, we got like a melee. What's a melee usually? That didn't work out super good. Very much intended, though, at least.
Life was never easy in the tunnels.
8 days earlier, right there.
But it was our home. There was comfort in its routines, in seeing the same people day after day. But since the mutant attacks had escalated, fear ruled the station. I had just turned 20 and could never have imagined what would follow on the morning that my stepfather's friend Hunter arrived at the barricade.
Let's get in there, see what's happening.
Artyom, you awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
But of course, I'm not doing that immediately. What do we got? Wait, that's it? Of course, right there. Right there, we got the book again. Alright, so that's just going to be a theme in the game, I suppose. Okay, and this is just a... Alright, I assume that all this stuff was added in for the remake, remaster of the game, because, oh, come on now. Should probably turn that out, but I suppose it's not that big of a deal. I don't even know exactly what I'm interacting with right now. Doesn't seem to do much of anything. A bucket, you know, for all of your bucket needs. Map of the tunnels, it seems. Yeah. Somebody that's definitely a developer. A few developer drawings right now.
Let's go, Artyom.
Yeah. Give me a second. I want to get a good idea of what's going on around here before I get much of anywhere. Yeah, no, I'm talking to people. But you can see how I might have thought that this was an RPG at first, right? Right? Doesn't this seem like the sort of game that would be like that?
Hello, Artyom.
Hello. Locked. Alright.
The station can't survive much longer if these attacks don't stop. We must do something.
What more can we do?
Ugh. Of course, everybody locks their doors. I can't even believe this. I want to see so many more, like, little room setups around here. Seems like they did a pretty good job decorating everything.
Another patrol was attacked last night. The hospital's full.
Well, I'm not going to need that until apparently 8 days from now, so don't even worry.
Let's go, Artyom.
Curious as to how that's going to go, because that did appear to be a pretty dire circumstance when I was killed by a pack of demons and giant rat monsters. You know how that goes.
The captain said he was okay, but I hope he's alive.
My brother is in the hospital.
Was it the Dark Ones? The situation's under control.
Everybody here just with my haircut right now. Just a bunch of like thinner Doc Firebirds hanging about in this place.
Go on, Artyom.
Yeah, let's close this guy. Okay. Gotta get that sweet environmental storytelling and lore. I gotta, like, look, I would be very sad if if I missed any sort of low poly food around here, let me tell you. Ooh, notes. Not gonna be reading these entire things. Keep the Dark Ones at a distance. Is that those demons? Spartan Order. Okay. Dark One's something of a problem. Which, if I remember something about this game, I believe that's major part of... gross. That's a major part of the story that's going to be coming up here. I can see what you're talking about with this place being full. Nothing to pick up here just yet. Just a bunch of things to look at. And, oh, man. Sinks seemingly largely being used for bleeding into. Okay. Well, let's get going here. This is a very large area with the big conspicuous vents. No slow-moving industrial fans, though. If I see those, I want to keep count on how many are going to be appearing in the game. I just feel like we're going to see a lot, right? Wow. Look at this entrance.
It's been a long time, Hunter.
Would you wait until it was golden hour out there to come in to look as like deific as possible?
Not much. Most of what I hear is about the exhibition and the undead.
No, that's not low poly. Probably more developer pictures
I
again.
met a trader selling old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
Yep, got a ton of them.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. What the hell? Something much worse.
Dark ones. Well, whatever in hell they are, my order has a motto. If it's hostile, you kill it.
The dark ones do not...
They're coming in from above.
I knew it. I knew that having all these vents in here was a bad idea.
Kirill, take your group to the tunnel.
I told you to try and like block them off, but you didn't listen to me.
All right, our team, quickly get a weapon.
Now we're gonna die. It was too conspicuous. Can I get a gun? You guys got like a gun I can have?
Our team, get a weapon.
Where? Can I pick up like fire?
Come this
No.
far into this station.
Something in here. Something in here. Guys, where you keep all the guns around here? This isn't the sort of game that... Oh, we'll take that. This isn't the sort of game that has, you know, just for later. The interactable object vision. Can't stab them with a cigarette. That's not gonna help. Oh, here we go. There we go. It's the emergency gun locker, of course. Now, give me 1 second. The animation is still playing out. Flash monsters. I'm just gonna use all my extremely pro level shooting skills to try and make this work here. That's okay. I didn't really expect to. It seems like the world of Metro is one where you don't really fight off monsters too much. Like you really don't want to spend a lot of time trying to clear out the tunnels. There's a lot of these guys in here is what I'm trying to say. Oh, come on. Maybe not stay next to the vents because, you know, the vents. At least they do a fun little turnaround when they die. That's always cute. Anyway, hey, what's going on here?
No dark
Yep.
ones here.
They look like Galamoth from Castlevania.
Even when you don't see them, the dark ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The dark ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo Novus, the next step in evolution. You've heard about survival of the fittest? Guess what? We lost.
Oh, so these guys are not the Dark Ones. The Dark Ones. I feel like that's speculation on your part to say that they are superior to humans.
And claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo Novus with me to help.
You think you're some old movie cowboy? Have a look, Hunter. 10 soldiers trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
The Dark Ones! They destroyed the outer guard post!
knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully, Atim. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Atim. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
Hunter did not return. It wouldn't be easy to find an excuse to leave the station and travel to Polis, but I had given my word. I learned that the caravan was heading to Riga the next day and needed guards. I signed on for the ride.
Okay, this is a survival horror game. I don't know if eliminate the enemy is going to be much of an option.
Finally! Taking your time as usual, huh? Alright, grab your gear, go to the platform, they're waiting for us. I'll meet you there. Hey, Artyom, don't forget anything, huh?
Well, I won't forget my cool note that I saw on the ground there glowing. Oh, hey, look, we got the entire series here. Yes, I noticed Metro 2034, but it's like, I'm not playing 2034, I'm playing 2033. Must be a super fan of the exact series that he is currently in. Anyway, yeah, I saw you. Get over here. Yep. The Dark Ones. The next evolution of humans and psychic beasts or something like that. I don't know. Didn't really get to see exactly what any of them looked like, but suppose it's setting it up or something for psychic attacks.
Sorry, Arta. This part of the station is under temporary lockdown. Only
Got
the
it.
guards may pass.
Not that really matters. I don't think it's not like I needed any sort of bloodied sinks around here or anything. Getting a good look round here first, as always.
Big one?
And when your mom comes back, we'll show it to her and she'll be happy. That's going to be...
Ah, come on. Subtitles don't work for everything. I hate that. I want subtitles to include, like, the just incidental... I'm not looking in here. Don't worry about it. Incidental dialogue that everybody's speaking around here. Don't tell me you're eating those mutants that... Well, I mean, what else are you going to do, right? They kill a lot of them. I suppose it's not like there's a pretty bustling type of...
That's sweet.
Not like there's a very bustling type of food supply down here. Well, these look more like pigs, now that I get a better look at the heads. Yeah, okay. I mean, I said journal was M? No. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is, though. Oh, does that point me to the, does that point me to my, destination or something? Seems like it. Okay, that's useful. We'll probably end up getting a good amount of usage out of that. Light source, sure. Don't know how to put it away, though. It's kind of the problem. E? Oh, that was just me picking stuff up. Okay, good. Good to know. We just start. Okay, what's the controls to put that away now? Crosshair is the... Oh, it's not game options. Controls. I didn't press the right thing. Inventory, I suppose. Journals to hold. Okay. Does not say how to put it away now, though. Oh, just hold to put it away. Okay. So do that. All right. There we go. That'll work. Oh, here we go. Here's the low poly food that I was looking for. Oh, hell yeah, dude. You're just eating slop and... I don't even know. That's... Oh, boy. It's not even the problem that this is low poly. This is just unidentifiable. What's the can, though? Tell me the can. Oof. Not even... It's clipping outside of the bowl. I don't know about that one, but I suppose, you know, tough times, desperate times and all that.
Look who's talking about dirt. Walking around and leaving those dirty footprints everywhere.
Hey, is there something up here? I was looking at doing, but no, I think this is probably actually where I want to be at in all likelihood. Hey. Oh. Didn't even notice. Ooh, guns over there. I could use one of those. Ah. So we got like a customization type thing going on. Optics barrel. Probably don't want to start using ammunition. Yeah, one of the things I do remember about the universe of this is that your ammo is also the currency of this world. Oh, more low poly food. Give me 1 second. Can't get a good zoom in on it, but I gotta say it's not looking much better. Okay, okay.
Drunk again. Get the hell up, you slob.
Exchange for, well, I guess different types of money, currency, whatever you'd say. Anyway, where was I going again? Just right out here. Okay. No, put that up. Gotta hold it down to put it away is the thing, which...
Where's your gear? Look, go to the armory and get geared up.
Is that the armory? Probably. Is it here? I don't know. I don't know where the gear place is. Is it you?
You need some weapons? Okay, let's take a look. Submachine gun, 5.45 caliber, made in the Armory. It's got poor accuracy and overheats like hell. That's why they call it a bastard gun.
Yeah, great. Cool, cool and nice.
Use short bursts, Artyom. Help yourself to some ammo too.
Thank you.
There's a universal charger to keep the battery powered.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
And a gas mask. Put it on if you crossed any radiation hot zones. Or, God help you, go up to the surface.
Yeah, well, in 8 days.
First aid kits, just in case.
Wow, really got like a fully supplied out here. This Artyom is kind of a popular character around here.
You try not to stick out your head too much, okay?
There. Not a problem anymore. I actually, you know, those filters do seem to be kind of a limited supply thing. Maybe I shouldn't be putting that on immediately. R to load the gun with military-grade rounds. So do I require military-grade rounds to actually... That seems reasonably accurate. Do I need military-grade rounds to actually make this thing work? And that's why I got, like, the 2 different types of weapons. Okay, okay, okay. The basic pistol and everything else. Hey, how's the fire look in this game? Ah, that's just fire.gif. I don't know. They do have a few particle effects on it. It's decent. It's certainly far from the best I've ever seen. Okay, okay. Saw some fans so far. I have not seen any more, though. Kind of was hoping for more around here. Oh, they do have pigs here. All right, how about that? How's their low poly food doing? Actually looks like blood. Are they feeding them blood? I don't know if I like that.
Can't even get a break for a smoke. Hold that ladder. Steady up.
Joining the caravan. Good luck to you then.
Good luck indeed. It seems like I might be needing it at this rate. Yeah, I'm here. Don't have traditional
So you're ready to move out?
trains anymore now, do we? Oh, are those the push ones? Yeah, let's go. I don't know if there's too much else I'm going to be doing here. Maybe. I'm sure given the amount of stuff that is just in this area alone, I could probably find something else to do. Secrets, more ammunition.
You take that seat, Artyom, and
You know, try and
take this one. Did anybody
do a few
forget
more
anything?
things. Ah,
So,
these,
you get your gear?
you know,
Let's go then.
Hey guys, going to Riga?
Yeah, we are.
Can I get
these
a lead?
things where you actually have to manually push down these plungers or whatever you'd call them to move them along the tracks. Always seem like the worst. They're like the push mower of
Alrighty then.
train
Good luck to everyone staying
transport.
home, and to us too.
Boy,
Let's go.
good luck to us.
So, are you ready to finally be
Thankfully, I
somewhere else?
apparently do not have to actually do that. So that'll work for me.
Free at last, huh? Well, for as long as the ride takes anyway. Should be fun. More dangerous. Even better, right?
Yeah, I bet.
It was
Oh,
the first
boy.
time I had left this
All right.
safety of my home station. It troubled me that I hadn't told my stepfather the truth. I would not be heading straight back.
No, we're going on a grand adventure that is definitely not going to end with me dying. It's called Chase. They called this chapter Chase. I don't know if I like that.
Where you from?
Thankfully, my owl neck makes it fairly easy to look around
Well,
here.
bet you've seen a few places then.
Yeah, the market is right next to Riga, and that's a big metro already. I used to make regular trips to Polis, but getting there now requires a lot of luck. That or being from the city.
I'd love to
How
ride
come?
that thing.
Hansa connects to the whole metro and has a lot of stations.
Feel like it would almost be faster just to walk at this rate.
And if it's not Hansa, then you have to go through the Reds, the Nazis, or your regular bandits. And these guys are really going at it lately. If they're not fighting everyone else, they're warring with each other.
Like, look.
Actually, I didn't even reach the station itself. I was suddenly over.
Well, whatever. Look, I'm sure the whole Chase part of this, we still got a little while till that shows up, right?
What's up?
A military caravan got stuck near Alexeyevskaya. A tunnel collapsed or other shit. You have to use a service tunnel bypassing Alexeyevskaya.
Ah, fuck. I hate this tunnel. All right, Peter. Open up the gate. No point being stuck here forever.
Why? Well, what's wrong with that tunnel?
Well, it's an ordinary tunnel. Not as well lit, maybe. I went through there last month and, well, I just don't like it. That's all.
They call it Death Tunnel. On account of John Death, who named it. Well, you know, it's got a bad vibe. I don't know. That's it.
Have a safe trip.
We're riding a hand car and we're armed, so I think we'll make it there.
Hand car. That's what these things are called. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are armed, as it turns out. God, I'm gonna run out of ammo so quickly. Hey, look at the little glowing mushrooms. I guess that's going to be the light source that we see pretty regularly around here,
We'll get there
at least when other ones do not exist.
Okay, Eugene, you go help the men.
You think that I could? No.
You watch the back.
Or do you think that I could? No.
I'll help. That way we'll get to Riga in no time, right?
No, we should get out of here sooner. It's scary when they're around. And I pity them.
Them? Who them?
Can you hear them weep?
Whom do you mean, them? What are you talking about, huh? What the hell?
Wait a
is going
second. Don't tell me the dark ones are here already.
on? Boris! Boris!
What's happening to me?
My head! Artyom! What is it?
Sorry for anybody trying to watch us while going to sleep.
Over here!
If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated. No matter the cost. Eliminate.
What the hell's going on? Shit! Wake up, people! People! Wake up, for Christ's sake! What is... Wake up! Warriors! Shit! It's no good!
Well then. Okay, so I guess that's the enemy here. We got... Oh, what? Where? Ooh,
Shoot them! You shoot! I'll take the ladders! Come on!
Oh. I'm trying to conserve some ammo at the very least. Okay. I guess I don't really have time to load the gun now, do I? Nope, that's Okay. A bit faster than I expect this to be.
Artyom, take my shotgun! Here!
Cool. Oh, it's the... Well, so much for that guy. I'm gonna miss I don't even know if we got a name. Boris? Well then, just wait until dudes happen to get onto the tram first. But anyway, we got the first look at the dark ones, I suppose. They are the... I'm trying, but it's not easy. But I guess they are the very modern type of creature. I mean, first off, these guys I want to say are very modern type of monster-y type of things that we see all the time. The old really? I'm trying my best. You know, modeled flesh guys, usually with like open wounds on them, naked, kind of bulbous. Hey, he's alive at least. The reload time could be a little bit faster. Is this the mash E now? Nope, that was just the die. Got it. No, I don't appear to be dead yet. I think. But anyway, longer than usual limbs. Longer than usual limbs is what I'm trying to say. I guess we'll finish that thought when I'm not actually in a fight right now. Hey, am I just going down Oh. Kind of only got the gun. Okay, let's keep going. Does not seem like I can accidentally get friendly fired. That'll work for me. I don't even know why I'm trying to aim with a shotgun in the first place. It's a shotgun.
That was hot. I need a drink.
Riga Station was
All right,
only
then.
the first stop on my journey, but the caravan went no further. So, before parting ways, we drank to celebrate our survival. The vodka didn't drown my fear of traveling on to Polis alone, but I was about to find myself with an unexpected and notorious partner.
All right, cool.
All right, boys. Let's train to our friend Artyom, who goes right through monsters and anomalies alike.
I haven't even seen anomalies just yet. I want to check those things out. They sound fun. Once again, I do think Stalker would be a fun game to maybe try out in the future at some point.
You deserve a medal. Or at least some extra ammo.
Yes, that I will take. God knows I'm going to need it.
Artyom, to you! Artyom, you really immune to that shit?
No, not at all. I still saw the wacky stuff. Oh, the vodka, you mean? I thought you were talking about like the hallucinations. Nobody's gonna talk about the hallucinations. You all saw like the extra length limb monsters, right? Swear to God, it's just like so many horror monsters. It's like it's a guy, but with really long arms. Slenderman? Almost definitely Slenderman, right? That's one. Oh, hell yeah, I'm taking that. Oh, 75, not bad. That is a substantial increase to what I had before. Also grab some of that from there. I mean, I suppose if everybody's keeping it in their non-bloodied sinks. I guess nobody's had a chance to bleed in them just yet. Not that much. Hey, what do we got? Yes, I noticed that. Nobody else seems to be talking about it, so maybe they just were unconscious. Who knows? Wouldn't surprise me at all to find out that Artyom's kind of a special boy. I mean, after all, being based on a book, I do definitely get that feeling with the descriptions of stuff and the general pacing of the game. Yoink. That was definitely somebody's tip that I just stole. But the pacing and generally how it's been going so far. Unlike, say, Witcher games, which are also based on a book, that was sort of an original... that was an original type of story being told in the universe. Actually, I think after all the books for The Witcher specifically. Okay, that's the exchange station then. I'm not at a point in time where I think that I have any idea what I would even want to exchange stuff for. This definitely seems to be hewing much closer to the... Oh, that's just a boot. I'm not stealing people's boots. Even much closer to the book that you can see right here. On sale now. Okay. Oh, once again, you do not actually switch over to this so that I can get some sights instead. All right, it is a it is a bandit deterrent system. They're not just floating cans there, which I thought they were just floating cans, which I was going to make fun of course, but then I accidentally shot and wasted my ammunition.
Nice shot.
Thanks. And I feel accomplished. Anyway, what else is going on here first? I wonder if we could get anything for shooting down all of those, but probably not. That might actually just be a bar, and they really, yoink, didn't want me to end up doing that. Yeah, well, they're going to be hearing about the Dark One soon enough, I would say. Does seem to be sort of an imminent type of threat here, even as kind of a derivative as those monsters would be. That's all right. I'm going to insult my enemies as much as I want. I'll tell you that right now.
Did you really come here on a handcar?
Yeah, I came here on a handcar. It was horrible.
Are you Artyom?
I am.
Hey, there's a man at the Black Street waiting for you. I'll guide you there for one bullet. Oh,
Enjoy.
thanks. Let's go.
Because you know what? As always, I care not for wandering around and finding things myself. And I support the local economy and everything, too. This kid can run pretty fast. As fast as I run. Normal speed. Okay, it's really just down here, isn't it? No, this is not. Once again, I really think that I was not entirely mistaken to be thinking that this was an RPG type of game. Once again. Here.
Come here. You're Artyom, right? Sit down. Everybody calls me Bourbon. Listen. I need to get to Dry Station for some business, but this rat hole is on lockdown. I, however, know a back way. A so-called cursed passage the locals are afraid to use.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But
let's go.
I hear the shit in the tunnels doesn't work on you. So, you help me get to Dry, I'll give you my AK when we get there. Deal? Good. Here's an advance payment in case you need to gear up first. Are you ready?
Ah, let's just do it.
Sitting in this crap
It's normal mode. It should be fine, right? That's the way I see it. I blame Dead Space. Normal mode was not really that bad, all things considered. Even for as much of a... Well, there's another advance payment. Even for as much of a difficulty I was having with it. Well, yeah, no, I definitely was. I definitely was affected by that, so I don't know what that guy's saying. But hey, you know what? Cursed tunnel or not, that does bring me a little bit farther into wherever my journey is currently taking me, so let's just go. Oh, yeah, F for a light. I don't have a flashlight? Happen to like be one around here? No, but it does seem like if I'm ever following somebody, I should be looking around everywhere for extra stuff. Because as much as bullets are a valuable thing, they are also all over the place, seemingly. I hope I didn't go... Okay, I was going to say, if I went the wrong way, I would be very embarrassed. This has so far not been a very windy maze of passages all alike. Yet. Got it.
As I entered the abandoned tunnel with Bourbon, I wondered if I'd been wrong to trust him.
Probably, but whatever.
The station gates were still sealed, and there was no telling when I'd have another chance to leave Riga.
Great, we broke free. Now keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, given what happened last time, I understand that.
Lots of tough guys died in these tunnels.
Hey, mushrooms.
But if we watch each other's backs,
wait, where's the exit? Oh, you jump. Okay. All right. Yeah, this seems like a what?
that's just a single lurker. They rarely attack groups of people. But if you're alone, watch your ass.
Are you sure about this tunnel? Oh. It's a skeleton. Ah! Bugs! Wait. I saw something to pick up there. There we are. Nice. Oh, shotgun shells, in fact. Yeah, I'll take that. As much as I'm not a huge fan of using the, what did he say, bastard gun? It's like I don't think I have nearly as much ammo for much of anything else. In fact, let's just real quick throw a few more bullets into this. Hear the voice of the dead. Yes, 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 I see. I just want to see real quick, while there are bugs on my eyeballs right now, if there are anything else around here. It does seem like a very large area. Potentially... No. What? Where did that come from? And then it just ran off? What the hell? Ooh. I don't know what this thing is, but... Pump pneumatic weapons. By holding... Ah! By holding down R. Okay, so it seems slow. Gotta hold down R. Well, no, I'm out of ammo anyway. But hey, that's a new gun. Hell yeah, dude. Take that. Also, yoink. Yeah, no, this was worth it. Okay, well, now get back to Bourbon, who's probably been very upset waiting for me here. Here. No, not that. Yeah, okay. I thought I was going the wrong direction. Now, you know what? Just take this thing out. That's not helpful at all. No, no. Yeah. All right. One diversion later, we should be good. Ready for this. I don't know how much exploration I'm going to be doing around here, but if the game explicitly warns me that I am going to be running out of ammo for everything, then I feel like I should at least make... Like that. Make at least one attempt to try and do stuff. And well, Bourbon's here. You know what I should do is just go take this.
They're all dead. I know that style. Bandits. And Hansa boasted that they'd wipe them out. Now keep your eyes peeled. They won't let us pass freely.
Happen to be like over here or anything?
But quite efficient. If you want to arrive unexpected, try not to disturb the cans.
How many med kits did I actually get picked up at the beginning of this? Because I feel like it's probably not as much as I want there to be. Oh, that is something to pick up. I don't know what it is, but I got it. Oh my god, these flies have to get off my eyeballs. I hate that. I hate that a lot. Oh. Well. Hey!
An excellent way to get rid of the blind and daredevils.
Once again, it's just like the old Yeah, sure. Once again, the old thing of the old Ghost of Tsushima style of where? The old Ghost of Tsushima style of ignore everybody else and instead just go for picking up everything that I possibly can. Got to grab all the resources, scavenge everything before I go and try and actually fight anybody. I'm still using the shotgun. I really got to pay more attention to what guns I'm bringing out right now. Yeah, it'll work though. At least I know that this is one of those games where shotguns will still work at a distance pretty well. However, probably not here very well, though. I think I just replaced, like, all of my guns with, Okay, I think I just replaced, like, all of my guns with shotguns. Yeah, I think when I pick up something, that means that I basically have to, drop whatever gun I'm holding, which I should have realized a little bit. Well, look, I'll let Bourbon take care of most of the stuff here, to be honest, because he seems to be, he seems to have a lot more ammo than I do. Okay, whatever. You know what I can also do is just go run up there and then start shotgunning everything like I'm Doom Guy or something. In fact, this will probably still work. No? Okay. Hello? This is stupid. Why am I doing it like this? But that said, can't argue with results, can you now? Normal mode. It's probably fine, right? Yeah? You're Bourbon, right? I don't remember exactly what you looked like. Fairly certain. Hey, go down already. You know, this is actually kind of working out okay. These guys apparently are not shooting too fast. Sure, whatever. I'm gonna call this one a win. Probably not gonna be able to do this with like big monstrous like not gonna be able to do this with like big monstrous monsters. Can probably do it like this. That said, I gotta go pick up a pistol again. So that's gonna be sort of a thing.
The bridge is a nasty place, so here's the plan. I'll keep you covered and
Ooh.
you watch my back. If we work together, we'll make it.
Don't play the hero. No promises. Ooh, what does this do? Oh, it turns out the lights. That's, yeah, I can see how that would be useful. But also, let me... Don't know how to switch to... Oh, yeah, you have, like, bombs and knives. And okay. Don't know how to switch to the notes now that I lost one there. Where are we going, my dude? Turned off the lights, so maybe that'll help. I guess we'll see. Done. Don't even worry about it. Got my trusty shotgun here. We should be fine. Yeah? Where, though? I don't see anything. Bourbon, you're going to have to give me a little bit more information on what's going to be coming at us right now. It's not the dark ones or anything, is it? Okay, yeah, okay, it's these things. Circle strafe. Circle strafe. It's the most helpful sort of strategy in any shooter, especially first-person shooters. None can survive the circle strafe. None at all. Kite him around the thing. That'll work. I really got to get something that's not a shotgun right now, it seems. Once again, Bourbon's kind of... Oh. Ah. Useful. Don't really need another one of those, though, apparently. I guess, like, switching out the gas masks is going to be a mechanic that exists in the game eventually, but as of right now, I'm doing okay. Hmm? But is there any goodies over here? God, it is just the exact scavenging. And is the exact... Huh? Wait. Ah. The exact Ghost of Tsushima scavenging that I was doing before. Oh, boy, I missed my pistol. Would really like to have that again. Also, whoop. Oh, I'm totally out of ammo. Cool. Cool and nice. Okay, that'll do. Now, just curious real quick right now. I have 4 medkits. Okay, that's actually more than I expected. That should be okay then, mostly. Oh my god, I just replaced everything with shotguns. It's all shotguns. It's shotguns all the way down. I didn't realize that... Hey, nice. I didn't realize that I was doing that. Oh, my poor bastard gun. It would be so useful right now. Yeah? How exactly do they say that I need to pump it, or is it pumped just fine? It's in like yellow, so I guess that's okay. In the meantime, a little bit of waiting here. I suppose is not going to do me any harm. That just goes off into the abyss, doesn't it? Where are we? Cursed tunnel, I suppose it said, but still. All right, got it. I am also reloading and also falling off the edge, which is maybe... Oh? Where am I? I mean, I'm dying. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to be surviving this. But still, whoops. Yes, well, there's still this guy over here. He only got 1 left, though. Seems to be well pumped. Seems to be all good. Not ideal. Still got 4 of the med kits. Should be good.
Okay, they're gone now. We can go.
I mean, should be okay. I'm not going to say good, really. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Once again, my shooter experience really showing right now. Maybe if I just stay back here for a second, this will be a little bit better. You know, not be in front of Bourbon the entire time right now. Seems like a good strategy on my part. Okay, and that really is just it. Well, you know me, I wanna be out in the action every single time. Hey, look. That looks like he's got 2 heads. Anyway, enough of that. Wait. Actually, maybe I want to go over here first instead. Just a feeling. The gas mask will last 10 minutes. That should be fine for just about anything that I'm going to end up doing, right? All right. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah? Oh, come on now. Seems like a stupid idea, I gotta say. Do I need to? I feel like it was going pretty well, but I have no ammo, no ammo, no ammo. Perfect. Looking just amazing in terms of how this is gonna go for right now. Well, at least when I pick up another gun, I'm gonna have plenty of ammo for it. There we go. Get rid of that now already for another shotgun. Oh man, the shotguns. They're here. There's a lot of them. Yeah, that's at least something, I suppose. Ammo for the one type of gun that I use now. I am the Doom guy, as it turns out. just with my trusty super shotgun and nothing else, because I used up all of my ammo for every other gun that I have. The usual way you play Doom, right? That's how I played it. Oh boy. And that's got one more, so I don't know about this one. Yeah. I should look in the controls and see if there is like a melee or something. Just real quick. Melee attack is V. Okay, there we go. That'll work, I suppose. Whatever gets me through, you know? Not ideal. Yeah, I don't know. I hardly ever use melee attacks in any sort of games. In the few games of these that I have actually played, so yeah, I don't know what the standard button for that one is. You know, look, you're not watching this for the pro level plays. Presumably, you're not watching this at all. Okay, yeah, no, that went great. Definitely. Hey, and a med kit, too. Then help this guy. And help this guy from turning into a skeleton.
Suka! As if Nosalis behind us were not enough. Now we're stuck in fucking graveyard. Artyom, search the bodies. I'll try to get our asses out of here.
Cool. Loot. A lot of loot. Oh, I see. Well, that was less threatening than usual, I suppose. And hey, I actually have ammo now for the one type of gun that I use, the only one that I use. Flies on the eyeballs though are still like not doing it. No, fall backwards.
Artyom, my gut tells me something is very wrong with this place. Remember our agreements. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I want to say that there might be what you would consider to be dark ones around here. Just a feeling.
I promise you, dear, I will come
Gotta
back
keep
and
looting.
lubricate you.
Okay.
Also get you new paint. Oh, the great door.
I cannot.
You are calling me.
No, man, go. What is back there anyway? Nothing.
Oh yes! Now I am happy. Your songs are magnificent. Sing more. Sing only for me.
Hey, thanks, Dark One.
What the hell just happened to me? Artyom, did you hear those songs? Brr, I wouldn't wish it on an enemy.
Yeah, just a feeling that I might have seen something over here, but no, nothing at all. There's what appears to be, Slender Man, and I guess like gray. I'm not even gonna try jumping over there. I don't want to die stupidly that way. Is there stuff to get? Maybe, but I am not gonna worry about it. It's a bunch of gray alien Slendermans apparently helping us or hurting us or something. Seems like there could be something down there, but I don't know if it's worth actually checking it out right now. Feel like, wow, that was a lot of ammo. I feel like playing it safe is probably the better option right now, given how I have not played it safe up until this point. Another day in the Metro, baby. 2033. 11 years from now. Usually you want to like space it out 50 plus years.
Uncle Bourbon will get us in.
You know what? I've been trusting you with my life surprisingly enough, despite everything that has been said in the lore up until this point. So yeah, go for it. Oh. I heard what appeared to be a slightly pitch-shifted... A pitch-shifted cougar sound. Yep, that sounds like a pitch-shifted cougar sound. Yeah, hey, come on, guys, be cool. Okay, well, yeah, I actually have ammo now. But I'm gonna wait until they get closer, you know what, with the shotguns. That's how you usually do it. Okay. Yeah, you can see this is definitely not a survival horror type of game, despite the whole, like, trying to conserve... Really, man. Despite the whole, like, trying to conserve ammo and everything, because I have not had to do any sort of puzzles just yet. Soon enough, though, I'm betting. Okay, real quick. Boy, I'm bad at this. You all knew that, though. I'm fairly certain that people definitely had me play, really. Had me play this game in particular, specifically... Hey, there we go. Specifically because they knew how bad I was at shooters. Oh, okay, not perfect. Pretty good though. Okay, so I see the ammo goes pretty fast, regardless of how much it seems like I'm getting now, doesn't it?
These guys have no sense of humor.
Okay, I was worried I was stuck there for a second. Sorry, I got trapped in the wall.
God damn it.
Fell out right into the back rooms. Don't worry, I got back though.
Hey, Mikhailovich, what a coincidence. I was just coming to visit you. You hear that, boys? Set out the good dishes. Bourbon's come to visit.
Nah, don't go running off, Bourbon. We've got a little job to finish, then we'll get back to you. Remember where you should wait for me?
I do. You sure? I can help you remember. You get me right? Absolutely.
Should I step out of the way? Might just step out of the way for a second. Let him I'll let Bourbon go in first. Yoink. Just, you know.
I'd never seen a market like this. You could buy almost anything. But Bourbon owed money to the Hansa sentries and was anxious to leave.
Holster your weapons at once. Who are you? Come into the line.
No. I had already taken it off. You.
Hey guys, we'd better search these two.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's just not much of anything. Trust me. A lot of unloaded guns.
Look here, boss. I'm sure we can work this out.
Sure? Let's go and chat a little. And you keep an eye on this one, huh?
All right. Well, lore. Yes. That's good. It seems like a good idea to go along with this guy. Whatever. He can deal with that himself. I'm not even going to worry about it.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Okay, these two may pass. Welcome to the market.
Let's move our asses. Or would you like to enjoy their company a little more?
No, let's go.
Hey, watch your tone.
I gotta go get a different gun at this point.
We're in deep shit. No way I can pay back those railcar guys. We'll be lucky if they let us shovel shit for the rest of our days.
Hey, I'm not part of this. I don't owe money to anybody. Sinks for some cool loot? No, not so much. Fairly certain that's a toilet.
Well, you can't go to Hansa. Look, here's some cartridges. Go get a couple filters, will ya? I have an idea. I'll go have a talk with a certain someone. We could either meet at the local bar or I can find you elsewhere. Well, off you go. You have around 5 minutes.
Okay. Did you just give them to me? I don't know. I felt like this one might have been one of those games where you had to pick up everything off of the ground or something like that.
It's Moscow. Market underground station.
Not so much. Okay, good.
I'm meeting her today after the watch.
Ooh, physics.
She promised to go with me to pick mushrooms.
You bastard!
I'll say that again, you ass.
That said, it does not seem to actually work when I'm trying to walk through it.
What's your situation, man?
How come I can't walk through this?
Though I smell a rat for some reason.
No, instead of powering it by moving, like it's a fan or something like that. Anywho, no, nothing. All right, who sells stuff?
The boss is busy. Come back later.
Yeah. I have no interest in talking to the guy anyway. Don't even worry about it.
Drivers day again?
My son's in his first word.
Money, but not quite what I'm looking for.
Mama or Papa?
Interesting, but not really helpful.
Mom won't give me any. Just tell me.
And also not quite what I'm looking for. Come on now, where's the actual shop? No. Hey, a fire extinguisher. You can definitely kill a guy with that.
It's a bit too expensive.
But not quite what I'm looking for. Ooh, is that low poly food? Maybe, maybe not.
Outlaw dope at Prospect Mirror. If they catch a merchant with it, they confiscate his stuff and kick him
Oh, man, look at that, like, MS Paint header type of... Or not MS Paint, but MS Word header type of font up there. More useful, I guess. Here we are. What are we doing? What are we doing? Med kits. I'll throw in like 10 for a med kit, right? No. Yes. I'll go buy like 2 of those. Oh, and they become progressively more expensive. Got it. Okay. Oh, there. Some of those bombs of varying kinds. But once again, I'm sort of looking for more. Ooh. Huh? Yeah, maybe just like, trade in what? I guess you. No, not the Shambler. Jams, overheats. Grab me one of those. That's fine. That is totally and completely okay. And then to be honest, also trade in this for just the regular type of gun because I don't know. That one seemed like it ran out of ammo and didn't really do that much damage in the first place. So at least this is a good set of new stuff. Really refit, need a lot of filters. Got it. Well, I got 2 of them. So he should be good. And I guess that would explain why they're getting a lot more expensive for stuff. Yeah, sure. I would be willing to buy some more ammo. Steel balls. Okay, that makes more sense. Assault rifle, maybe. The war in the metro, eh? Sure, these seem actually quite inexpensive, all things considered. There, like 84. Why not?
Can't sell anymore. It's reserved.
Okay, and now I'm out of that. Whatever. I should probably upgrade a few of these guns. I should probably upgrade a few of these guns, but I actually feel like this is probably not the worst sort of trade to be making right now, so now I don't need to worry about ammo for quite some time. I already have like 5 med kits. Maybe those are going to go fast. Who knows? But at least for the time being, I feel like this is not the worst sort of decision to be making when buying stuff. Anything else? Anything else I want to do here?
The passage is open for residents and local workers only.
Got it. All right, so where am I looking at? Let's go right back to Bourbon, see what he's doing. And even though he's definitely going to be abandoned very quickly, just extraordinarily quickly, I have little interest in.
Well, I made an arrangement with the guy here. He's a greedy asshole, but we can't do anything about that. Great, let's go then. I think you already know the way.
Do I know? I actually don't. I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway. Do you know the magic? Do you know the magic words that you need to say to go through this? Oh my God! It worked this time. It didn't just turn around rapidly. I'm not some sort of like human air current fit only for powering windmills.
But if you don't want to go through, this is Moscow Metro. Shit. A pleasure doing business with you. All right. Just kidding.
Get ready, everyone. The gate's opening.
Are you sure, Commander?
Take your positions. Cover me.
Oh. What is this gate? You want it? Okay. I was going to say, it's like, you want me to get on that? Because I'll do it.
Well, it looks quiet.
We're doing this, eh? Well, should probably do this right now and see what happens. Yo, we're not going up to the surface, are we? I don't think. Yo, Vervin, let me take you aside for 1 second. We're not actually. Oh my God, what are we doing? Yo, it's got a big radioactive symbol where we're going right now. I don't know if this is a great idea.
So that's the dead city, grunted Bourbon. Welcome home, Artyom.
This ain't my home. The home's in the metro. Ah, jeez. Are you sure about this one, man? Why am I trusting my life with you? Cool. All right, of course. That's why we got the filters, I assume. Does he happen to have anything left on him?
Devils come to the surface almost every day, looking for scrap, ammo, anything they can dig up.
Man, I don't know. You keep telling them to get out of here, Stalker, but I didn't think they'd be coming up this far. I like this. I like this right here.
Search the room carefully. You might find another cache here. They often make hideouts for themselves on the surface, just in case.
In this place? I don't know, man.
We'll have no problems with spare filters and ammunition whatsoever.
Filters, ammunition. Yeah, I just bought a couple of them. And more money than I was. Okay, well that's important to keep note of for the future. I guess I should have guessed that from the skeletons down here now, shouldn't I? Okay, there's traps. Got it. Oh, hey, Bourbon. Fun fact. There's some pretty horrible garbage around here. What is this thing? It is some sort of tiny arthropod. It looks like a silverfish, except the size of a rat. Uh-huh. Okay, anything else that I want to go grab here? Not very useful now, is it? Okay. Okay. Pre-war money, probably not going to be very good. More skeletons. Okay, I guess the skeleton thing is just on the ground. A single rotary phone just out here, you know. Not doing too much of anything. Well, you know what? I already activated this trap. I might as well get in here now. Okay. Did not, it's not as aggressive as I was expecting. It's actually just gone. Man, those things go a little bit faster than I was expecting, I suppose. I'm just trying to take a look out here, see what's even going on. It's the apocalypse. I mean, that's what's going on, but still. Post-apocalyptic. I mean, it's not really the apocalypse right now. Ah. I saw the tripwire there. I thought it was going to be another thing falling on top of me. I didn't think that it was going to explode. But I suppose I should have seen the fact that there was a gas can there coming. Yeah, I was just trying to stand out of the way, which I think made more sense. Oh, God. There's this feeling of just wanting to restart this at this point in time now that I get the shtick going on here. What do you got? Child, it's not the worst. It's pretty bad though. I'm not gonna lie. I saw something to pick up there. I don't know what it was. Ooh. Okay. Can't seem to pick up any more of that, but that did seem to be a filter, so that is good to know actually. Still, was it worth using 2 medkits for? No, not at all. But I did it anyway. How do you... Here's a question, though. There are those thrown items. How do I use those thrown items? Like, I got these incendiary bombs. What are the controls for that? Once again, I know basic controls of first-person shooters. I do not know all of them. Secondary, melee attack, weapons inventory. Aim, alt, fire, reload. Doesn't say use interact. That's, yeah. Lighter journal, swap filter. Nah. See time. But I don't know how useful that is, really. It's not like I'm sitting over here being like, hey, where's all the, what's the current time right now? The only thing that really seems to matter is the filter timer, and it kind of tells me exactly when I should be. Replace this garbage with a better one. Well, I already saw the monsters out here. Here, you stay in front of me. Got it. Oh, those things.
Some people call these demons. I call them bitches.
Boy, you really go through those things faster than I thought. About like 2 of them, I did not even realize how fast that would happen. Whoops. You didn't catch me. I didn't realize that you were going to be doing that. Ah, I hate it. I'm actually alive though. That wasn't that bad, really. Oh, they even made like a little I'll get you. Here. Thanks, dude. Real useful. It was the second time that I took a dump in there. Well, great. What are we doing now then?
You'll have to go around out here. Don't step in the puddles. You'll get irradiated and shit.
Great.
Building. Your target is a vent in the backyard. Leads to dry station. I'll wait for you in the building.
Well, thanks, Bourbon. Not only was it enough for me that to happen once, but twice. 3rd time's the charm, am I right? Should just kick that thing into the river at this point in time, eh? Is that really what they want me to do? No, no way. Of course, there's going to be a demon here, I'm guessing right now, so that's going to be a lot of fun, too. All right, all right. No. The clear route, though, is to go through here. And now I don't have covering fire for... Maybe it's not going to see me. It actually didn't. Huh. How about that? Look out for tripwires and everything, too. Right, maybe I'll find some more junk while I'm kind of, Oh. Stave. Got it. Where is he? Once again, I could probably not actually need to fight that thing, but I am going to... Life? Wait a second, I'm getting Dark One again, aren't I? Wait, this is Dark One. They're invading my brain because I have no idea what the who's talking about what. Oh. So I have no idea who's saying what right now. It does not seem to be. That was not a save point calling out my name. Well, not actually my name, but I mean, you know, its name, like a Ah! I get the feeling that there might be some wacky stuff going on around here. Anyway, Pokemon calling out their own names is one of the stupidest things. I do want to point that out yet again. I think that's important for everyone to note. Nah, no, you're not going out the window. I think that's important for everybody to note. Hey, nice. And I'm glad that the Pokemon games, because why would they shout out their own names, which are just puns based on descriptors of what they are? Okay, there's more of those things over there. Makes no sense to me. And I will fight anybody that says otherwise. Hey. Before I start going, okay, wants me to go over there. All right. Take out the gun. Should have seen that coming. Ow. I'm alive, though. I'm alive, I think. Yeah. Well, this is not ideal. Nope, not ideal at all, in fact. Thankfully, once again, normal mode means that I don't really take that much. Okay, this is not really the time to be swapping a filter. I'll do that instead. We good? We're not good. I mean, I'm not that bad. Could be worse, really. These things are still melee, and I have gun. Really, dog? You gotta like. How many hits does this thing? How many hits could this thing possibly take? A lot, as it turns out. There, wow. What did it have, like one hit left that entire time? I tell you. Anyway, no, take out the thing again. You want me to go up here or something, right? No, you want me to go over here. Oh, is this... All right, I don't know. I'm not used to... Oh, cool. I'll get a good look at what it looks like. That's kind of fun. All right, already. Enough of this malarkey. Gotta wait for the jelly to get off of my eyeballs. We should be good. Should be okay. Look, I got like 90 rounds here. Let's just I got 90 ammo in my clipazine for the shotgun. This should be totally okay past this point, right? Yeah, I would say so. Boy, am I gonna run out of filters soon enough. Unless, yeah, that's the tip. He? Who? He who? You guys? Some of you guys know? Not again. Hey, Dark One, are you around here right now? Well, that looked nice, but not very helpful, to be honest. Are there like a ton of these guys around here, or is he just one that has happened to take a liking to old Artyom? Yeah. Ugh. I carry around like 50 of these at any point in time now, don't I? That said, it's just like, yeah, grabbing more of them is not the worst thing either if I can happen to scrounge up a few here and there. You know how that goes. It's a nice day out today, all things considered. Anyway, anybody else want to show up here? No, it's just getting grayscale because I'm fairly certain we're going into Wacky Town again. Yep. Very, very brief stop into Wacky Town, though, all things considered. I am just going to back off from that guy. I mean, unless. No, they definitely want me to. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. This is far more characters than I was expecting to appear here. And yeah, this is not looking super hot for me. Especially not in the sense of the video game super hot. Which is why I just decided to take the loss there. And we'll just restart from probably right outside that building, let's be honest. Yeah, I think more... Yeah, no, this is exactly outside the building. Good. I had a feeling that I was right at a... Because when it goes Wacky Town, you know. Kind of make the expectation that that's some sort of something or other. Do save points to a certain extent. Save point to a certain extent. Look, if I nail like both of these shots, which I don't, ever. But if I do, it does seem like I can actually take out the guys. Great. Of course, it has to be... Nail both of the shots, I can take out the mutant fellows. This is actually like not even the worst area to get stuck in here fighting these guys. Sure, I am taking quite a bit of damage, but like quite a bit of damage that is otherwise largely healed for the most part. And doesn't really seem like more than one of these guys can get in here for the most, otherwise also for the most part. Good enough. I'm just going to say good enough. I'm going to have to switch out this gas mask ASAP, but like otherwise. Shotguns are cool. Tell me they're not cool. We good? I think we good. Bourbon, where are you? That was a weird adventure that I went on. Yeah. Don't really see too much of anywhere else. Oh God. Just like kind of hang around here for a minute. Swap this out. Try not to die. And go. Before it decides to shell back up. And real quick. Okay. 3 more rounds, 3 more clipazines for the shotgun is just fine by me. Fine by me, let me tell you that right now. That said, I am still kind of worried that thing is going to pick me up and throw me into locations that I do not want to be thrown into. So, it is over here, but apparently over here in a way that I'm not going to be able to get into, it seems. All right, well, I got like 50 bullets, so that ain't nothing. I know the rough location. Yeah, up to dry, apparently. Great, I'm not a fan of being wet. I should really be looking out for those things already. I mean, you all know this, but I also know that I don't know this clearly because it keeps happening. Very nice, very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Well, you always going to go where there's light, right? There's men with exposed skulls. They point the way. It's the next level of baldness. Real twitchy around here. But do you blame me? You know, I'm gonna go get that AK, and then it's gonna be like, well, I'm already out of bullets for it.
You scared the shit out of me.
Yeah?
But you made it. I thought you were a gunner.
I was a few times, Bourbon.
Just one cordial left.
Why am I actually gonna swap this thing out? Oh, it smells so bad out here. Anyway. Still kind of broken around the edges, though, I'm noticing. But I guess it's better than what I had, right? Skirt. Just in case anything's about to jump out here, you know, just to get a little bit of a feeling that I'm going to be frightened. Oh. Protect me, Bourbon. They're getting very low frame rate over there. I don't like the look of that. It's like looking at a Dark Souls dragon. I'm going to steal everything off of Bourbon's corpse once he dies right now. Stop that. Not that these things even really... I was sort of thinking that I could, like, you know, kill it and just run through. It didn't quite happen in the way that I was expecting. Maybe get into a little bit better position, because I feel like, yeah, being in the back of this area is not really doing me any favors, you know, just a feeling. Really just let Bourbon take care of all this. I don't think... I want to say that that dude probably can't die. And as far as, like, your starting companion goes, he's been doing a pretty good job, all things considered. Ah, good old Shadow Too Hottie. You know me, close quarter combat is always a pretty, safe bet for how I want to do things. Nope. Not dealing with that. Is there anything else down here? Wait, what? Where? Yeah. No, man, I better not get grabbed by another demon. Okay. Great, and I'm working as his, to break his fall. It's a good thing I'm the main character and I'll survive this.
As we went underground, it struck me that my city was now a foreign and hostile place. I felt safe here, in the darkness of the metro. More so when Bourbon claimed to have friends at Dry Station.
Great, I'm gonna really look forward to that.
Listen carefully. The bandits control this station. We need to move quietly and take a look around. If we don't see my friends, we get the hell out of here.
Yes, I feel like it's probably a little bit safer down here where there aren't giant demons that will pick me up and try and eat me.
I remember this great. Let's just...
Or at the very least, they're not flying.
Shit, I can't fit. Okay, you just stay here. First in. Here we go.
Hold it! Who are you? Hey, give me some light. Oh, ha, ha. Who do we have here? It's Bourbon the Huckster.
Look who's talking. Take me to your boss. I have business with him.
The boss? But of course. Then who the boss it is? Where else would you like to go, huh?
Okay, that's enough. Or else we'll have to drag him.
Move it. We'll finish this later.
Move it!
Well, I suppose I should go rescue him. We did leave all of his stuff here.
I don't see his stuff around.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, there's nothing but the rats here.
Okay, let's go then.
Good. Still got my my AK regardless. No. Take that out. We're replacing that with this, right? Yeah. Did I still lose the ammo for it? No, I didn't lose the ammo for that. Good. Nice. As I was promised. As I got. Now, where are we going? Seems like stealth is probably not a bad idea. That said, I don't know how I'm going to be stealthy around here. Run. Just run. Okay. Trusty compass. Where are we happening to? Want to get to around here? Okay, they might see me. Seems like a better idea. Just go down here, right? Doesn't seem like a good idea to try and murder these dudes. I just gotta say. Although that might be kind of where they're going at. If they start shooting at me, I'm gonna shoot at them. Not like that. No, okay. All right, they're shooting at me. I lied. Ooh, that's good reload. I hope I get to keep this now. Stealth section. You know how stealth sections work, right? Oh man, I'm actually like going through ammo real fast. I see that in all likelihood this is not a... yeah, I know. This is not the time to just go start running through and looting everybody, I'm betting, but who cares? It's fine. And that looked like a dude doing a combat roll down there. Ugh! I thought I was kind of done with everything. Yeah? Anybody else? Anybody else? They're coming up here. I'm ready to shoot. Do have big good gun now. I ain't exactly sniping for these guys' heads or whatever. Not that you know. Once again, I always point out that human skulls are a lot tougher. I think they're shooting from behind me. Okay, human skulls are a lot tougher than I think we give them credit for. There's all this stuff with like, hey, gotta get headshots and whatever. But to be honest, that place is just covered in pure bone. Bullets don't pierce it as well as you might want them to. Regardless of what video games tell you. You always want to shoot center mass. That's what they always say. Yoink. Shooting center mass. Oh no. I'm still stealing all his stuff. I'm shocked that it took this long for him to die, really.
You can keep your weapon down, young man.
I don't know if I do. I don't know if I should be keeping this down.
It's sad, but not unexpected finale for the likes of him. My name is Khan. Well, I suggest that we leave this place immediately. The companions of these bandits will show up soon enough, and I'd prefer to avoid more bloodshed. I'm going back to Cursed. This station's humidity is making me rheumatic. If you'd rather share your friend's fate, then by all means, stay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Does appear to be the exact same gun though. Might as well keep the one that I got from old Bourbon after all. It's like dude did die. Keep it for like a memory. Yoink! Once again. Man, I'm missing so many notes. I'm just noticing right now. Oh, I got all the ones in chase, though. Neat. Whatever. That's fine.
A wise decision.
I mean, I don't know what else I'm going to be doing right now. Did you see the guys trying to break down the door to get at me right now?
Although
Yeah.
while fighting the bandits, I did sense someone helping from the shadows. Khan assured me that Bourbon's fate was not tied to my own. But I regretted his death.
All right. Well, that is not like I said. Spiders rule the metro. Like I said, kind of expected Bourbon to die, to get snatched up by a demon by the time that I went outside to the surface. But you know, here we are.
Nobody ever walks here. Neither people nor beasts. Even the rats are absent.
Good. However, there is one thing that might be superior to humans that might be around here. Just, you know, got a feeling.
They know we are here. Come closer to the tubes and listen. Just don't stay for too long.
Hey, Tubes, what's going on? Don't have any sort of interactable point.
Some say it's the voice of the tunnels. Others consider it to be a form of psychic influence.
Almost definitely the second one. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I'm about to get Slenderman out here.
And it knows me.
Can't believe you're taking me into Slenderman territory.
Let's move.
You know, I got one of those guys who's been talking to me the entire time, entire adventure here so far.
Please keep your light on, my friend.
Is this better? I actually have absolutely no idea, but this one does seem to have like some sort of adjustments made to it.
Freeze and look forward. I don't think the word "who" is applicable.
I knew it! I knew it! You brought me to the dark one territory, didn't you? Oh, neither man nor beast. These guys aren't considered man. They're considered superior to man. Great. Well, now I'm getting psychicked.
We need to go around it. Don't touch the silhouettes.
You know what now?
Concentrate.
Concentrate on what? Oh, now I have a flashlight. Hey, where was this thing before? I mean, not that the lighting has been particularly bad, but still. Yep. These skulls. Oh no, it's a reasonable amount of skulls. It's not like 30 of them. See, when there's a comical amount of skulls, then it doesn't seem nearly as threatening. I like that touch. Well, I'm just gonna... No, that didn't work. Are we going out here? What are we doing, Khan? See, I took the high ground to demonstrate my my authority over you right now. I like duck underneath it. Khan, what do you want me to do right now? I'm gonna go look around. Dude, don't touch silhouettes. Doesn't tell me what's up with that. I have to go. No, it wants me to go forward. Can I, like, light up these things? Oh, yes, you can. Okay. That was not clear. I didn't know that was a mechanic. Good to know, though, I suppose. I guess I'll keep that in mind for the future. Huh. Anyway, I'm super running out of ammo, though.
Move aside, Artyom.
Oh, what the hell? Really? Now, of all the sort of ghosts to expect to see down in the tunnel, ones of the subway itself is absurd.
To relive its past over and over again. Those who were unfortunate enough to walk here at such a moment.
Since when is that a thing that happens down here? I feel like we haven't really gotten anything explicitly supernatural. Yeah, I know psychic powers, but psychic powers, for whatever reason in fiction, are considered more of a science monster rather than, like, supernatural. They're absolutely still as magical as anything else. Yeah, I've talked about this plenty of times. The difference between science monsters and magic monsters. For example, zombies, science monsters. Aliens, science monsters. Psychic powers, science powers. Whereas, like, you know, the ability to cast fireball is usually
Please, and look forward.
magic.
A battle raged here long ago. The defenders still
Ghosts
have their stations.
are magic.
Follow me.
They're not science.
Remain at my back.
Like a wizard, obviously magic. But a scientist, like, is like a science version of wizards. I wonder if I could get a ghost gun. That'd be pretty cool. That's it. I'm going to trust Khan on this one.
I'd rather that remained a secret. This is personal.
I don't know if I'm in a position to be telling much of anybody about this now that they believe me anyway.
When they died, only I survived.
So we got ghosts.
It appears
People of places.
upon ourselves was complete. Heaven, hell, and purgatory were atomized as well. So when a soul leaves the body, it has nowhere to go and must remain here in the metro.
Be stuck in the metro? I don't know about that.
But not undeserved atonement for our sins, wouldn't you agree?
No. Okay, not real ammunition. Spent ammunition, mere casings. Could declare war on rats at this point in time if I wanted to. Yoink. If you've never looked up the War on Rats event that you can do in Max Payne, it's pretty great. It involves rats with tiny little guns shooting at you. You know, fun fact, in toxic waste barrels, it's not actually green slime. I mean, look, we all want it to be green slime, but the reality is that it apparently looks like it's just like radioactive dirt encased in concrete. It looks like a cake when you cut it open. Like a layer cake. It's very disappointing. I mean, I think we all want it to be green slime, right? Our reality is often just... Yeah, is that a pinup? Nice. I mean, not much of one, but still. Reality is often disappointing in terms of stuff like that.
Concentrate.
Yes, everybody keeps telling me to do that. I don't know what it means. I saw some texture glitching there. Well, let's do this, I suppose. Oh, that's maybe more frightening, really. Just like, oh, is that supposed to be like a jump scare? Oh, no. That was just supposed to freak you out before this happened.
Damn, this unfortunate is from Cursed. Clearly things are bad there.
Once again, not really a horror game. Wait, don't step in that. Get radioactive and all that. Kind of want to avoid that fate right now. I can't just go and take some, No, let's go. Can't just go and take some vodka to cure that, after all. Stalker references, again. There's gonna be Stalker 2 coming out soon as well. Maybe that would be the point in time to maybe pick that up. Because, yo, this game's actually been pretty fun so far. I'm liking this.
Concentrate.
Once again, I do really get the feeling that they are trying to adhere kind of closely to the book. But still, it is pretty neat so far. Gonna say that.
You can feel it coming, I see. That's a rare talent. You should use it. Don't move now.
Wait. Why am I not moving?
Don't move.
Got my hands off the keyboard. Yep, that is just ball lightning.
We call that an anomaly. A new phenomenon in a new world.
I see. So that's what they were referring to before. Pretty much exactly what I was expecting.
Wicked phenomenon, yes. But, you know, it's not any more evil than...
I mean, fire doesn't travel around in a ball, presumably about to attack people that move.
Understanding of things before you make your judgment. Let's move out now. It's not safe here.
So yeah, once again, we are going very much into mystical territory, mystical magical territory, rather than keeping it in science monsters. Mutants also very much science monsters, even though well, like, you know, an orc or something like that. This is just a full-on skeleton. And some very, very fresh-looking blood. Like, it hasn't even coagulated. Is that what the ball lightning thing does to people? Damn, man. Ooh, I do see that.
Shit.
What? What now? I'm looting. I'll wait until I get a little bit closer. It's fine.
Get ready. The beasts come again.
Oh, I want to grab the med kit. I guess. Okay. Now they're closer. They're closer. Damn, even with the AK, I mean, I felt like I was doing pretty good there. Oh, well, probably not the. Okay. I did buy like 1,000,000 bullets for this sort of thing. Yeah, that'll work. I've been picking up a ton of those things up until now. I couldn't figure out how to use them though. Yeah. Oh, come on now. That's okay though. Whatever, I did not realize that there was going to be that many characters coming in here right now. Pick up that. Instead, switch over to this for just real quick. Try not to get overwhelmed by these guys this time. Okay. Make sure that I'm actually... Oh, that wasn't enough, eh? That was still not enough. Okay. Well, thankfully, Khan is still taking on a lot of the hits here. As long as I mostly focus on the dudes that are coming after me. Here, just do this right now. I'm glad that I bought 1,000,000 of these bullets, knowing that I was going to be getting an AK soon enough. Look, I don't know how to play these video games. I've said this before. Okay, now, screw it. This is about the point in time to take it out, right? Even if I'm mostly out of ammo, the reload time is fast and the shot rate is great. One second real quick here. I'll be able to re-get all of that. Yeah, that was a lot more enemies than I expected. I'll admit that right now. Yoink.
Stay put. There's no need to interfere.
Yeah, I'm not interfering. I'm just here to, you know, try and grab as much junk as possible. Oh? What is going on now? I see. Well, that should deal with that just fine, right?
So that's how it goes. A live demonstration.
Big explosion. Simple enough to understand. So wait, where are we going now? Oh, I didn't realize that opened. Got it. Ah, oh, shotgun. Truly my favorite. God knows that that should be obvious from the amount of them that I picked up so far.
The rail car. The tunnel should be all safe ahead. We'll get there easily.
Cool. And hey, this is like a motorized one. I just noticed.
Artyom, you have a noble mission. Do you really suppose that Polis will...
Yo, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Have you seen everything that's been occurring here so far?
You don't have to answer.
You might be used to the ghosts. I'm not. What the hell? Oh. That's just a tube. That's not, though.
We'll arrive at the cursed station soon. The monster's attacks have been unrelenting. Most people have abandoned the station. The unfortunate few who remain have nowhere else to go. Han led me into Cursed Station. The name was no accident. Its people were locked in an endless war for survival.
The Curse Station.
Station is under attack again. Let's go, lad.
The defenders could use some help.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like... Well, unfortunately, nobody's died around here for me to steal from them. Maybe not how I want to phrase that. Hey, guys.
Another attack?
Yes, they broke through the outer defenses. All the survivors are here. I doubt we will live to see another day.
Where do the
Oh, this is it.
come from?
As always, from the left tunnel and from the crossing. We sent a demolition squad there, but they never came back. And there's no one else we could send.
You are eager to avert your station's doom, Artyom, are you not? And here the doom has already arrived. We must help. Find the
Fine.
remains of the demo squad. They had a bomb. Move it into the left tunnel as far as you can, then run for it. The explosion will be massive. As for the crossing, it's already been buried once, but looks like the Nosalises have dug through the cave-in. There was an airlock close by. It must have been left open. Try locking or collapsing it. I'll stay here with the survivors.
Are you sure?
Luring the monsters towards us if there are too many.
Yeah, no problem. I might end up doing that quite a bit, as it turns out. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter if I'm activating those now. Oof, that flashlight is not huge. As it turns out. That said, I'll keep it on, I suppose. What else are you going to do when it comes to trying to make this whole thing work? And kick these things out of the way because they got some great physics on them. Not as great as Dead Space. But yeah. I feel like playing both of those games here at the same time that you do get a feeling that there are definitely some similarities between them. Why does it get so blurry when I'm out here? When I go into this area? Is this because of like this structure? Is this like psychic something or other? Might be. Well, anyway, let's see exactly where I want to go. Should probably find like the location of... Ooh. And that's not the... No. Ah! That's just the stuff over there. Okay, now, you guys said that you're like right at the end of the tunnel here. Let me just kind of like jump behind you for 1 second, and you can take care of this real quick. I can save a few bullets here and there, right? I said I can save a few bullets. Please just take care of the guy. Great stuff. Anyway, I'll continue from here then. This will be an easy way not to use up all of my ammo. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought I was looking for something like this. That said, wah! Yo, guys, I'm here again. Yep. Just let me kind of like hang out here for 1 second. I'm a huge coward. You understand. It's definitely not like a big deal for you guys to help out with 1 or 2. The Nosalis is, you know. Just do that real quick. They're not shooting me, are they? No. It just got chasing behind me for a quite long time. Hey, eventually we'll just be able to fill up the entire area with the bodies of these guys. You know, Odysseus style. And then we won't have to worry about anybody getting through past that point. No, 1 shot is really not enough to kill these guys. This is a really cheesy sort of strategy, but at the same time, I also do not at all regret trying to take full advantage of it. They said they were gonna be here to help me out. After all, I hope these guys aren't like infinitely spawning or anything, because that would be kind of frustrating to try and take them out then. But I suppose, but I suppose if that's what it comes to, that's what it comes to, right? Gotta learn to fight on my own eventually, right? No, I don't. I never need to. Ah! Stupid mutant cheetahs. Well, cougars. I'll make a cougar noise, I've noticed. Alright, where are we going? Easy. Oh, it's right here. Oh. Okay, well, that should take out at least one of them, right? Yeah! Help me. You guys have infinite ammo. I have no ammo. Anyway, where's the next one? Yeah, I'm glad that they gave me the compass here. Otherwise, this sort of stuff seems like it would be quite difficult to actually figure out what I want to do. I see. Okay, enough being cowardly. I can at least kill like one of these guys. Okay, at least get stunned long enough for me to get like one more ammo up for the most. Okay, now come on, please. Okay, one more. Keep this nice and simple, nice and safe, nice and easy, nice and cool. Calm, cool, collected. Okay. Anyway, it does seem like... Is the idea here that I don't know why it gets like all blurry around here. I don't know why it gets all blurry around here, to be honest. That's the weird thing. It makes it seem like there's something going on. Ah, I see. Okay, well. One. Ugh. Jump up again. No, this isn't actually the area that I want to get to. And now I'm stuck on the thing. Ah! Normal mode here, you know? Just take out the gun. Just take out the gun and start shooting. Back myself into a corner just to be sure. There. How about that? As much as I think that it's like that was probably completely unnecessary. It's fine, though. Yeah, I don't know. That like big structure in the middle there makes it seem like great. Big structure in the middle there makes it seem like that I want to try and like light that on fire. Like that would be a light on fire type of thing. Where are you coming from? Yeah, okay. That should do it. But alright, it seems like I want to go down here. So I guess that'll be easy enough to figure out in time then, right? Come on. Well, at least this takes him out with a melee hit if I don't fail this QTE, so I suppose I'll take that. You know? There we are. One more. We good. Oh, boy. Quite a few of these fellows coming through here, it seems. Now run, baby. Or, I gotta light it on fire. Okay, now run, baby. Ah, that'll be fine. Probably. I actually don't know. This feels like a really ripe for a cutscene type of thing to be occurring right now. Done! That was a big explosion. Ah, especially that.
A big war at a small station was won. I won't be going further with you. I'm still needed here. The tunnels have collapsed. If you still want to get to Polis, you'll have to take a detour.
I suppose so. That's kind of the entire plan right now.
And afterwards you will have to
Oh,
go
cool
through
and
the
great.
stations belonging to the Reds and the Nazis. Let's move.
Well, that's no good.
The smithy is an independent station, so it should be no problem. But the Reds are another story. They are building a new society, complete with all the lovely police state bonuses, like people informing on their neighbors. At the smithy, look for an acquaintance of mine, Andrew the blacksmith. Mention my name. He'll give you a hand.
Oh, that explains why there was the weird blurriness happening. I didn't even notice those guys there. More ghosts.
A shrine to hope. Even in these times, we can't relinquish the things that make us human.
What am I supposed to do here? Well,
that's it.
All right. Thanks for the help, I suppose. Even though, oh boy, I'm really going to be disappointed to have lost somebody to shoot things for me.
Goodbye, Artyom.
Nah, jeez.
Armory Station was where most of the weapons in the metro were made. There had been an arms factory located above, and after the nukes fell, many of the workers settled here. I was looking for Andrew the Smith, but he found me first.
Well, didn't find me here, unfortunately. All right, well, let's get in here and hope that I can... Oh, boy. Oh, God. Oh, what is this area? Once again, keep forgetting that I do, in fact, have a flashlight now. I didn't at the start of the game, so I don't know. Still wasn't extremely... not again.
Stand still. Hey, loosen up.
Oh, okay. Not that sort of big, bright, flashing light.
Look, human. That's all that counts. Come in. This is a free station.
Cool. Man, whatever's going to happen once I actually get to Polis is I cannot imagine that this is going to, like, solve much of anything.
Our free station is under the watchful eye of the Reds. Paranoia is the new game in town, so keep yourself below the radar. You understand?
Yo, is that normal? Or is that the psychic stuff happening again? No, you're not going to let me up there.
Friendly advice.
Attention! Document inspection is currently being carried out at the Armory. Please stay at your registered residences and as assist the law enforcement personnel in their work. Be vigilant, comrades. The enemy never sleeps.
Face to the wall. This is an inspection.
Hey, come on. Quit harassing me. I don't swing that way.
Got the bullshit. Prepare for inspection.
I'm always prepared for this. Doctor, could you check my prostate while you're at it? I'm pissed.
Hush. And who are you? The comedian's boyfriend. Put your hands out. You're under arrest.
Wait, is this what I wanted to have happen?
All right. Lay off. Here, I'll come quietly.
Oh, you could have done that before I got handcuffed.
Let's get them.
Come on, follow me.
Ah, jeez. Well, it's a good thing they also missed me with that shotgun, too. I'll take it. Get down. Ah! I think I'm probably okay. These guys got, like, stormtrooper aim, so, you know, not that big of a deal, ultimately. So, I take it that you're the blacksmith guy. Hey, what a coincidence that we found each other this easily. Ow. Okay, there was a staircase here that I didn't see before. Got it. You guys, I went a little bit too far to the left. Was a little bit too far before going left, apparently. All right, where am I actually going now? It's the real question. Oh, that'll work.
If there's still a god left in our world, that day he was with me. I had been rescued by Han's friend, Andrew the blacksmith. He would prove to be my ticket out of the communist station.
But the only way goes through a goddamn battlefield. The front line between the Reich and the Reds. You'll need a disguise. Take these overalls, put them over your clothes. The Reds are rounding up the volunteers to storm the Nazi fortifications. They're about to send a train full of new recruits straight into the fire. But you will be riding the train unannounced. Your seat won't be first class, but you don't have to pay the fare with your own blood either. Once the troop train has passed the roadblocks, you're on your own.
Okay, well, that was easy. I guess good to know. Oh, just that thing again. More. Finally become the Bible in this new era. For good reason, I would say, considering that it does seem to be showing all of the... Showing the... Hey, you guys got anything to sell me? Well, it predicted the future very well. Yeah? Sort of looking to see if I might be able to buy something before we leave.
No reason for panic. We've sealed our border with the Nazis and covered every possible entry point with roadblocks.
Mm-hmm. Ah, here we are.
Medkits, filters, knives, everything you need when traveling in dangerous areas, no?
Just give me all the ones that I can take for that, because I think I'm probably going to be using it. Seem kind of useful, but what I want right now is I want ammo, to be honest. Here we go. And you know what? I think that, yeah, the going for as much as I possibly can, yeah, for the AK is a pretty good idea. And then, oh, that's it? Only 18 for that? Huh.
Good deal.
Nothing else I can go around here, though. All right. Just get out of here, then.
It's okay, guys. He's with us. Come on, jump into the hole up to him.
At some point in time, I'm actually going to have to try and upgrade my equipment, too. Well, I'm in the hole. Is this the wrong hole? I mean, I got the note and everything. Was this the wrong hole? Okay, no, this is the right hole. Stealth loading screen? I don't know.
You see that luggage hold? Get into it.
I don't know how to. Oh, this luggage hold. Okay. Let's do it then. Is that another one of the books? Oh, come on now.
So, what do you guys think? Let's go, huh?
Andrew, is it really safe in there? I wouldn't like to see him fall down onto the rails.
Now that's no first-class carriage. But he's good as dead if he stays. He'll be going straight to Lubyanka, and that's a one-way ticket. Okay, pick it up.
This seems like it would be pretty easy to see me, but I guess it's working. Well, this is going pretty well so far. Seeing that one guy, though, with the red flashlight or something doesn't really fill me with a lot of confidence, though. But let's see what happens.
Why did you join the army?
I followed my political beliefs.
As for me, I'm here for the dough.
How about you? Me? Join the army, they said. See the world, they said. Huh? My father was a Red Army soldier, and his father as well. It's the family tradition.
So tell me, love, is it also your tradition to lose arms and legs on the battlefield?
They were happy to make those sacrifices.
Sure. Drunks and fools are happy too.
There's a black capsule in my ammo pouch. What is that? An antibiotic?
No. It's cyanide, in case the enemy captures you.
What? But God forbid suicide. I'd go straight to hell.
Listen, altar boy. A Nazi prisoner is going to hell anyway. Trust me, the pill is faster.
I could never take my own life.
Then give me your pill. I'd rather swallow two than rot in one of their stalags.
Even the apocalypse didn't stop us from killing one another over ideology. I was about to go through the front line between the Nazis and the communists. I've heard they once fought another war, and that the Nazis lost.
Cool. Well, I guess that means a lot more fighting human enemies than in this chapter. Well, considering it's been about 2.5 hours, probably going to wrap it up here for the first episode. I think this game is probably about like 10 hours long, so... So if it continues going on like this, won't be a tremendously long game, but we'll see. That said, I think it's just auto-save, so I will leave it here then.